Hi baby, I'm on the phone with you right now. Actually, you already know that I'm recording this. But I'm going to be reading from pages 50 to 95 of this book. And again, we know that I can't pronounce things clearly, and I feel really bad about it, but I'm just going to try my best to pronounce, and I'm sorry if I mispronounce anything. And yeah, I think that's all. Hopefully there's no interruptions in this video, but yeah. Okay, I'll start reading. Alfred. The morning sky draped cold shadows over the dock. Was my beloved Deutschland losing her footing? Was such a thing possible? Lubeck, Cologne, Hamburg. Reports said that they were all rumble. The U.S. Army 8th Air Force had bombed the harbor a few months prior. More than 100 American planes dropped steel superiors. I'm already messing up. I'm so sorry. Exploding into Gostenhafen. The ship Stuttgart was hit and sunk. They had bombed before. They would do it again. 3 air raid alerts had been established in tier of severity. I memorized them. Rain, hail, snow. In the event of an attack, I imagined I'd fire back into the air, wildly shaking a fist of ammunition at them. In my mind, I scaled such mountains of combat often. But in the meantime, I employed my keen powers of observation rather than beastly force. The first insisted on meticulously record keeping. I had every intention of providing myself worthy of promotion to documentarian. After all, I was a watchman. Nothing and repeating. No, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Noting and repeating my observations only sharpened my mental catalog. The recitations seemed The recitations seemed to bother my fellow sailors, but could I really blame them for being jealous of my achievable facilities? I had a secret device to keep track of the racial, social, and political enemies. I had to put the first list to melody. It was easier to remember when I sang it, similar to reciting a lesson in song. It was rather catchy tune. Communists, catalogs, Greeks, gypsies, handicapped homosexuals, Jews, mentally ill, Negroes, Poles, prostitutes, Russians, Serbs, socialists, Spanish Republicans, trained Unionists, Ukrainians, and Yugoslavs. The Yugoslavs, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to actually read that. I kept messing up. I read this for you last time, but I just feel very bad about my mispronunciations. Okay. The Yugoslav was my favorite. See, you're looking at me, you're staring at me on FaceTime. I'm so sorry. Okay. The Yugoslav finale was my favorite. See? 3 syllabic punches of power. I'm mentally saying my melody while performing my other duties. A formal operation was in progress at the port, but specific details had not yet been revealed. Conversations were fraught with nerves and fear. I listened carefully. Don't just stand there eavesdropping, Frick. Move! You want to be blown up by a Russian plane? Certainly not. I balanced a stack of blue life jackets and peeked out from the side. Where am I taking these? I asked. The officer pointed to an enormous slate gray ship that matched the menacing sky. That one, he said. The Wilhelm Gustloff. Florian, leave. Go away. I was annoyed, angry. Why wouldn't she leave? Walking clearly exhausted her. I follow far behind. You don't see me, she said in broken German. I can't protect you. Maybe I can protect you. Her face earnest. I don't need protection. Then why you're not taking the road? Wow. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I apologize too much in these videos. Okay. Then why you're not taking the road? She kicked at the snow that turned into ice overnight. Road is much faster. More chances of food. Countryside prettier, but takes longer. You don't want to be seen? She pulled her pink hat farther down over her ears. What I didn't want was to waste time. I turned from her and resumed walking. I heard her speaking Polish, talking to herself. Eventually she would get tired and have to stop. Her weary body wouldn't carry her far. Thoughts of my younger sister pecked at me, and finally I turned. As soon as I stopped, she stopped, lingering to rest against a tree. I reached into my pack and retrieved the Russian soldier's gun. I walked back to her. Take this. If you need to use it, hold it with 2 hands when you pull the trigger. Do you understand? Now go away. She nodded, but I was certain she didn't understand. The gun looked huge in her knitted glove. I walked away. Was I crazy? 3 steps back was a Pole with a Soviet gun following me. A Prussian carrying enough secrets to blow up the kingdom. My wound cried out, and so did my judgment. If I didn't report to a checkpoint soon, it would all be over. Oh, I'm reading your note. I love you with all my heart, my beautiful girl. Thank you for taking the time to do this. You're my favorite person. Always my number. You're so cute. Okay, anyways. Okay, moving on. Jonah, we trudged along the road, the sky gray and heavy. I looked up at the clouds. It's going to snow, said Ingrid, sensing my evaluation. You can feel it? I asked. Sometimes. She nodded, adjusting her grip on the rope and tied to the back of the cart. Tell me about them, said Ingrid. The boy and Polish girl. I have an idea. I want to know if I'm right. It was fascinating that Ingrid could feel what people looked like. She told me she could sense a person's build, a demeanor, sometimes even hair color, but it was the internal qualities that came to her first. The girl was fearful, said Ingrid. Her motions were taut and full of panic. Her breathing was pinched, almost painting. The boy was the opposite. His movement was smooth and lithe, like he was accustomed to moving silently. For days he had been moving with the sharpener, the size of a bottle cap inside him. I thought about his wound and wondered if he still had a fever. What was her name? The frightened girl asked Ingrid. Amelia. Yes, that matches, said Ingrid. She tripped over a rock in her path and nearly fell. She clung to the rope and scrambled to regain her balance. I set my hand on her shoulder. This trick was difficult for someone with sight. 2 weeks ago, amidst mad chaos at the train station, Ingrid became separated from her aunt. The train departed. Ingrid was not in it. She stood alone on the platform for 2 straight days, shivering, waiting for her aunt to return. The aunt never came back. On the 3rd day, Ingrid asked people for help. They ignored her. Her luggage was stolen. A young girl finally noticed Ingrid and brought her to my attention. Don't feel sorry for me, said Ingrid. I am able to see things, just not for the same things you see. So the girl, she's blonde? Yes. Amelia's fair-haired with braids, blue eyes, and a round face. The young man is fairly tall, had broad shoulders, and brown hair that falls in waves. His hair is a bit long. I don't know his name or what city he's from. And his eyes? Asked Ingrid. What color are they? I don't remember. Maybe brown? I don't think so. I think they're gray, said Ingrid. Gray? No, people don't really have gray eyes. The thief does, said Ingrid. I turned to her. You think he's a thief? Ingrid said nothing. The temperature dropped and the exposed parts of my face began to sting. We had been walking for over 6 hours. Ava complained instantly. She hated the trek. She hated the cold. She hated the Russians. She hated the war. The shoe poet had promised that today we would find the manor house he had known. I doubted him and warned him that he shouldn't get people's hopes up, especially the little one. The wandering boy's spirits were already so low. Ah, but if I am right, said the poet, you will massage my feet by the fire. I wasn't so sure I wanted to accept that wager. Oh shoot, my dad really needs my help. He just called me and I'm gonna be in big trouble if I don't help him. I'm gonna edit this video so that I just put all of week 2 together, but it might be filmed in parts and I'm so sorry about that. But it'll all be filmed and put into the same video and then posted on YouTube. So I'll see you back when I'm ready to read page 58. I love you.